good, or you got to do the.
Nah, it's on YouTube. Let me just check.
I'm gonna get the obvious. Isaiah, first chapter.
Shalom Israel. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahawah, BaHaSham, Yahawashi, BaHaSham, Qadash.
Double honor to the apostle of the GreatMillStone. And shalom to like up there doing this work of faith, labor, love, true sincerity. Brothers, GMS Soldiers of Faith from New Jersey / pray for days. We're here with the weekly sit down. And today's topic is going to be called just chipping, man. You know, cause, as brothers was harping on in camp, man. You know, for so many Jake out here, you know, you can't do nothing for them, man. You know, they're just a waste of space, a waste of breath. You know, accordingly, as it says in 2nd Ezra, somebody can get that too. And you know, we're just gonna get into the scripture.
All right, so this is Isaiah chapter 1, verse 3. It says, "The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider."
Right. So, you know, Israel being at the state in which they are, not considering the ways of the Lord. And we know how what a sheep is. What sheep will pretty much follow any damn thing, man. So, you know, 2/3 of our people, they just going to willingly just be going on and taking the chip, man. Forsaking what the men of the Lord have to say for them, the people of their own kind have to say for them to get them in that right proper mind state to accept the Lord, and accept the beauties that are to come in a life thereafter. They rather follow Esau and go into the way of perdition and into the way of destruction, man. You know, because they see him as their power, they see him as their God, man. You know, so they literally living in what's that fucking show? The Walking Dead, man. They literally the Walking Dead, man.
Right.
You know, they walk fucking pirate shit. They walking off the plank, man. Ain't nobody got telling them jump. They just walking right off the motherfucker, man. You know.
And I remember too watching the movie The Matrix. Morpheus went in on it, showing Neo the lesson that not everybody is ready to be unplugged. You know, because so many people are so ingrained into the system, they trust and they hope into the system that they'll fight and die to protect it. You know, and that's talking about 2/3 of our people, man. Hey, you try to wake our people up, man. They'll try to kill you, man. You know. So verse 2, it says, "Ah, sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backward. Why should ye be stricken any more? Ye will revolt more and more."
And real quick, Jake don't even know the day in the worst case scenario possible, man. You know, here it is, they're catching hell from all angles, you know, and they don't even understand why they're catching the hell, man. You know, you got these other Jakes out here that got some type of platform. They want to have these type of roundtable discussions about what we need to do to fix black people problems, you know. But the answers in the scriptures, man. You know, but they despise His word, man. They want to lean upon their own counsel, man. You know, and they want to rely on Egypt, man. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, to be able to give them that platform, man, to be able to voice their opinion and to have that pridefulness come out to where they think they have the answer, man.
Right.
You know?
Yep. It says, "Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart is faint."
And the whole heart is faint, man. Because why? It's because their people are sighing and crying, you know. But they think they have the answer to where it's like what we need to do is, you know, and they're not seeking the counsel of the Lord, man.
Right.
You know, they're going by their own counsel, trying to think how they can solve the problem, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, Jake want to do everything except for repent, man. They come up with everything under the sun. They go through every religion. They try to seek every which way except through Yahawah, BaHaSham, Yahawashi, man. Turn back. Stop your wickedness, and just come back into the ways of the Lord, man. You know, that's all it takes. It's simple and it's easy for those that live godly, but it's a stumbling block into the wicked, man. How could something, because Jake wants everything to be complex, you know? here it is, the answer is right there in front of your face. We're giving you the answer, and it's like, no, you know? It has to be something complicated. It has to be something deep. When it's not deep, man, repent. Stop being a nigga, man. You know, and that's why it says, why should you be stricken anymore, man? You know, going in on the title of this lesson, man. Just chip these guys, man. Just chip them because they're done. Stick a fork in them. You know?
Real quick, just going into what you said, like, you know, people not ready to, you know, unplug from the society because they so hooked in, right?
Right.
Real quick, is a common precept, Lamentations 4:17. As for us, our eyes as yet fell for our vain help. And our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
I was gonna say, because what's happening now is that you have World War III popping up, all right, to where America's gonna go to war with these other nations, all right. That's why you have it now in the Middle East, to where basically America's blaming Iran for the Saudi Arabian oil tanker, basically meaning that war is coming, man, because Iran said if America basically antagonize and do something to them, they're gonna have to defend themselves. Then we know Russia's gonna jump in. The shit is gonna get bad. All right, and the reason I brought that out is because I'm pretty sure brothers have seen it where you had the nigga Kanye West, and he had his own sermon, all right, to where Pastor Hardy did the video on it. They had a whole hour of just singing.
Right.
All right, so it's like, what edification is that? Seeing that all these things are gonna come to pass, man. You know, seeing that death is coming, seeing that, you know, your kid's gonna get killed right in front of you, man. Your little baby, you know, your newborn or your 12-year-old kid is gonna die right in front of you. That's the time that's coming. We've been telling people that, but you looking to love, man.
And you also had another situation with there was a video with a priest down Yahawah who's not affiliated with GreatMillStone, but he made a great point. You had this guy Sadnetta rehash a video that was 5 years old with him and some other dude that was like a complete bug out or something like that. And then Don Yahawah did a video, was like, well, if you're running out of topics, he brought up that same exact topic about Iran. You know, Iran and the United States are about to get into a brink of war. And here it is, you got a guy, trying to vilify the Hebrew Israelites, man. You know, it's like, where are your priorities at, man? You know, you people have no idea what's going on, okay? You have no idea that World War III is about to set off, okay? Martial law in the streets, the Jacob's trouble, the dollar is going to crash, okay? The RFID microchip is going to be implemented amongst the people, forced, mandatory, okay? Mandatory vaccinations, all right? But here it is, everybody is in their own lust, man, trying to be a YouTuber and things like that.
They in their own world for filthy lucres, for the love of money.
Right.
You know, and the scriptures say that's the love of money is the root of all evil. You know, you don't have really no morals. You don't have no standards. You know, it's all about, you know, that YouTube shit is all about slandering each other for entertainment, so that your views can pile on and then that revenue can come in. You know, I got a quick precept. This Isaiah chapter 5:13. It says, "Therefore my people are going into captivity, because they have no knowledge, and their honorable men are famished, and their multitude dried up with thirst." Look at the honorable men today. That's your leaders are rappers, man.
Right.
Drug addicts, man. Homosexuals, man. You know, devil worshippers. These are your leaders today. They don't stand for anything, man. You know, they fall for Esau. You know, they stand and live for Esau, and they fall for Esau. It says, verse 14, "Therefore hell hath enlarged herself, and opened her mouth without measure."
That's that multitude, man. You know, okay? You don't follow, roughly paraphrasing, you don't follow that multitude to evil, man.
Right.
You know, and they've given themselves unto that, man. These jakes are rocked to sleep, man. That whole Kanye West bit was the rock Jake back to sleep, man. Oh, no, they're waking up.
Yeah.
You know, pray to them real quick, pacify them, you know, okay? Meanwhile, you don't see the elephant in the room, man. You know, okay? We're trying to tell you about the elephant in the room, and you refuse to see that elephant in the room, man. You know, okay? That elephant in the room is Esau Edom, a so-called white man. Okay? You know, you people, oh, I want to get on the wall, so, you know, because you surrender unto him, Okay, because why? Because he's in power, man. Okay, you're fooled by the fucking the button up with the suit, with the skinny tie, you know, with the slender suit, you know. You're smitten by that stuff, man.
Yeah.
You know, okay. The smooth words, you know, okay. The just to perceive that you're still chasing that white picket fence, man. Okay, that's all an illusion, man. You know, okay. The Lord said to come out of her, my people, man. Okay. Possessive pronoun, man. What part of a possessive pronoun did you not understand, man?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just to add in there, you know, Kanye West, he's not honorable. What have he done to be labeled honorable? And I watched the video, and he's standing there. The person that's directing the women, the men and the women to sing. You know, he's standing there as if like he in a studio, like he hearing a dope ass, like okay, like he's starting to come on. Okay, this making good. Like he about to start rapping. Like he's standing there like he's some god, or some honorable mighty man. Kanye, man, fuck Kanye West. That dude sold his mother out. He sacrificed his own mother, man. That's not honorable. That's a savage, man.
He said in the song, man,
he sold my soul to the devil.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
You know, hey, you talking about the same man that actually dyed his whole head blonde, man.
Right.
You know, and that was an order, man.
Yeah.
That was an order for him to do that, man. Okay, because you rebelled against your God, which is so-called white man, man.
Exactly.
Okay, we know about those rituals that you have to do, man.
He finally got it, because we know Kanye as somebody a rebellious idiot, man. You know, how he feel, he gotta express it. He gotta make it known. Well, them devils, hey, they the rod of correction, man.
Right.
They that whooping stick of the Lord, you know. But they do it in wickedness. They got you on the. They got him by the balls, man. You know.
Same when I said slavery was a choice.
Hey, they.
He said
Yeah.
Forget about
man.
that. Oh,
forget
hey.
about that. That just happened. That was recent.
And then too, he's not an honorable man. This man sold his own soul. He sacrificed his mother, and his wife is a witch.
See that?
Something real quick. This is Jeremiah 14:2. It says, Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. Okay, the gates represent the rulers, man. And the gates are languishing. Look at Kanye West, man. Is that all you got? Is that your leader? You know? Hey, and the apostle Yeezy, you know, the apostle Ramlab went in on it. He was like, you could watch that ceremony that they did, and watch it in mute, all right, and play the House of Pain jump around, and it is the same thing, man. It was a concert. Yeah, it was a damn concert, man.
But hey, this is also the same guy as well who recreated the Bible, and every word that said every Lord in the Bible, he replaced it with Jesus, man.
Yeah, he also said in the studio being interviewed, he said that he's a prophet. He said, when you think about it, we're prophets. You know, we make a song, we put the message out there. You know, he really thinks that he's a god or something. Like his life means something. Just like how you sacrifice your mother life, your life is in the same manner, all vain, man. You don't mean nothing, man. But I'm gonna finish it up. It says, verse 14. Therefore, hell have enlarged herself and opened her mouth without measure, and their glory and their multitude and their pomp, and he that rejoiceth shall descend into it. And the mean man shall be brought low, and the mighty man shall be humbled, and the eyes of the lofty shall be humbled. But the Lord Yahawah of hosts shall be exalted in judgment, and the Most High that is holy shall be sanctified in righteousness.
That goes back to what you were saying in so like you can read that one more time.
Come, verse 15.
So like I know what I was gonna say. That goes back to what you were saying, how in that day you're gonna know that the judgment came from BaHaSham Yahawashi.
Right.
You know, you're not gonna have to contemplate into who it came from. You know? You're gonna be like the scripture said in the day of the Lord, as if you know, you see the serpent and then you leave your hand on the wall. You're just gonna be in your house seeing you know, strange apparitions, man. Knowing that came from Yahawashi Yahawashi.
Hey, the Lord could send the angels down to whoop your ass. He's done that. Remember when Daniel was praying, and he thought the Lord was forsaking him because his fasting. He was fasting. He thought the Lord forsook him, but what? Yahawashi and the angel, they was over there working on the mind of the heathen. You know, And also too, he sent the angels down. They fucked his ass up. They fucked him up, man. You know.
Yeah, back in Isaiah chapter 1 verse 5, it says, why should ye be stricken anymore? Ye will revolt more and more. It says the whole head is sick and the whole heart faint. From the sole of the foot even to the head, there is no soundness in it.
And there's no soundness in these people in these round tables trying to fix so-called black people's problems, man.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't understand that this is your standard, man. This is the foundation where you have to come back to, man.
Right.
You know, you're trying to fit yourself into Esau's system, and then trying to fix the problem which the elephant in the room caused, man. You see? You know, there's no soundness in anything that you're saying, man. The people are talking over each other, you're arguing, you know, and it's like you're not gaining nobody either way or the other, you know. Okay? Yeah, you know. Okay? All you people are a remix of the Jesse Jacksons and the Al Sharptons. Okay? Those guys are like the VCR version of black leaders, man. They play it out. They done, man. You guys are just the new generation to where, you know, people kind of look up to you guys, you know. T.I., you know, you got one foot in the grave anyway. You washed up, you know, that you a rapper turned activist / half-ass actor. You know, you don't have no kind of character with your acting though. You're just T.I. in every movie. It's T.I. in every movie, man. There's no versatility in nothing, man. He's just T.I.
And he took claim. T.I. took claim and pride on that. He the one that started the trap house.
Right. Yep.
What he did with you people, he put y'all in the trap house.
Yep.
This music is trap music.
Right.
You know? And he claimed that he's the first one. And he can have that wicked title, man.
The Lord really proclaimed that they're going to be in the trap from what was it Isaiah 51 and 19. People they at the head of the corners and there's a bull in the net in a trap. You know what I'm saying? So hey, the Lord showed you you're going to be in them trap houses, going death and destruction upon you and your people. So y'all both going down, man.
It says, from the sole of the foot even unto the head, there is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises and putrefying sores.
Hey, no soundness in it, but wounds and putrefied sores and stuff. So what? No judgment. So you're not having soundness, that judgment, that discernment of mind. So therefore, what does that breed, man? That breeds bumps and bruises. You fucking yourself up, just like you tell a child, because you want your child to have a sound judgment. Don't do this, because this gonna happen. Then they go, man, didn't I tell you? Right. You know what I'm saying? Bumps and bruises and sores and all types of shit, man. I'm not having that sound judgment, man. That's what Israel deserved, man. Now people want to complain every time this or that little thing happen. Well, you fucking deserve it. You niggas is not listening to the Lord, man.
That's right. It says, they have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment.
Hey, Jake is like that battered whore in the corner, man. That battered by her husband, man. You know, open wounds and sores. You know, okay. You know, Esau Edom is her daddy. You know, still love him, okay, even though he's beating the Pope out of her, you know, okay, and you still looking for, you still love him, man, you know, you still looking for validation, you're still looking to try to fit in, you know, he don't want you to fit in, man, you don't understand that, you know, that's why this, the title of the show is what? Just ship him, man. Yeah. You gotta go because why? Because your king is Caesar, man.
Right.
That's it, man. You can set the Caesar. It's like how the Lord when they crucified the Lord. Yeah. Okay, all right. He said, "Oh, this is the king of the Jews right here." And what y'all say? We have no king but Caesar. Right. Okay, so you those same people coming back, man. Okay, that's all it is, man. Just chip them.
That's exactly.
Hey, you go bring that last part back.
Verse 6, it says, from the sole of the foot even unto the head, there is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises and putrefying sores. They have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment.
Right, they have not been bound, closed, nor mollified with ointment. You know what I'm saying? Meaning what, man? Like, you know, you'll put some Neosporin when you're a child to close the wound up and all of that. what the wounds is not healing because our people is not coming back to the Lord, man. The Lord saying, you come back to me, then will I heal you in your land, man. So the shit, because what the nations, they did that look at the souls, you know what I'm saying? They did, as the scripture saying, what Luke, you know what I'm saying? The dogs came and looked at the souls, you know what I'm saying? So they did to look at our souls to keep us down and out in this condition, man. But until niggas get right, hey, none of what you're going through is going to be healed. So our people can cry, shout, scream, holler all day, but nothing is going to be done until you coming back into the Lord. And we know most of you not. Hence, once the lesson, once again, just jump them, man.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Hey, you know, also too, as you were speaking, I was thinking, you know how you get chapped lip in the corner of your mouth.
Yeah.
And when you was young, I know it happened when we all the time when you was young, and you ain't got no chapstick. Eventually, that sore gets worse if you don't lubricate it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so you could barely open your mouth, like try to eat a cheeseburger. You be like, because that shit hurt.
Yeah.
You know, so that's like Israel. Israel is that sore, and like you said, Esau is just chipping away at the sore. You know, he's chiseling. You know, he keeps chiseling at that sore of Israel so that they don't never heal. You know, and that healing is Yahawah BaHaSham Yahawashi.
A couple more verses. Verse 7, it says, your country is desolate, your cities are burnt with fire. Your land, strangers devour it in your presence, and it is desolate, as overthrown by strangers.
Hey, real quick, when you look at the land, the physical land of Israel is desolate, just like its people, man.
Yeah,
the
right.
people that belong to who rightfully that land belongs to are desolate, just like that land, man. That's why they have something called the kibbutz.
Kibbutz. That's right.
You know, where they gotta actually import greenery, all right, to try to beautify the area, man. The land is desolate, man.
Yep.
You can't nothing grow there. It doesn't produce anything. Okay, there's no type of natural resource coming out of that land, man. The land is desolate, just like its people, man. Okay, and its people are you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Okay.
Yep. The rivers are drying over there. That place is known as the Fertile Crescent. Okay, that's supposed to be the prime place on the planet for beautification and for growth and for you know, milk and honey. The land flowing with milk and honey, the Lord called it.
Right.
Okay.
Where's that? I said, where is that? Yeah.
Yeah, right. Land of Israel. All right. So it says, and the daughter of Zion is left as a cottage in the vineyard, as a lodge in a garden of cucumbers, as a besieged city. Except the Lord of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant. We should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah. You know?
And that's going to be the ultimate destruction of this place, man. You know, okay? Just like the judgment that Sodom and Gomorrah suffered, the 5 cities thereof, okay? The same judgment this place is gonna suffer, man. You know, but the Lord has that cluster, man, that remnant that He's gonna deliver, man. You know.
Hey, real quick, I'll just bring this out since you talked about the land. That brothers brought that up. This is Baruch chapter 4 and 6. It says, "You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved the Most High to wrath, you were delivered unto the enemies." It says, "For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils, and not unto the Most High. Ye have forgotten the everlasting God that brought you up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you. For when she saw the wrath of the Most High coming upon you, she said, Hearken, O ye that dwell about Zion, the Most High hath brought upon me great mourning. And I saw the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting brought upon them. With joy did I nurse them, and sent them away with weeping and mourning. Let no man rejoice over me, a widow and forsaken of many. And for the sins of my children am left desolate, because they departed from the law of the Most High." You know, in a nutshell, that's talking about us. But you can also say, hey, that's the land too. Our land is a part of us, because before Jerusalem is a place, is a people before a place. You know, so it's ultimately talking about us, but also too, like you said, you may mention the land over there is messed up, man. You got them stinking rats in our land claiming to be us. You know, that land is not the Ferrant Crescent anymore. It's not the meat, you know, the meek, you know, or not the meek Salakia, or the milk and the honey anymore. Not as right now as we speak. You know, they gotta put fake trees and things like that to make it look like that, so when tourists come and visit, they can say, oh, you know, yeah.
Yeah, it ain't. We're not gonna share that land either, man. You know, what's ours is ours, man. You know? And here it is, you claim that land is yours, but you still got Palestinians on there, man, that you can do nothing about. All right, but here it is, it's yours, man. But you gotta split. You gotta slowly take away, you know, their portion of that land, man. But when we get our land back, you better believe we ain't splitting it with nobody, man. All right, with no other damn heathens, man. But I got some 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 20. Oh, I'll get to the point, verse 22. It says, "Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain." See that? And that's talking about what? 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and natives, man. All right, you guys were born in vain, man, because you don't want to get right. And Esau is your father, the devil, man. You actually satisfied with this life, man. You know, and Apostle Gabar says it all the time, man. What life, man? This ain't even living, man. But they're actually satisfied with it. They're satisfied with getting a damn paycheck from Esau that he skimped off of on top of that, man. You know, they're cool with that, man. So that's why you don't want no solutions, man. You don't want to be a part of the revolution, so to speak. You don't want to serve Yahawashi. Yahawashi said he's come to give us more life that we may have it abundantly, man. You don't want to partake in that? Then you're fucking born in vain, man.
Take the chips.
Yeah, and you're going to take that damn chip and you're going to die, man. So this is it says, let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain. So just take that damn chip, man. He was born in vain anyway. It says, and let my great be kept.
Born in vain, what they eat extras in the movie and you ain't even getting fucking paid for it.
Calm. And it says, and let my great be kept and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect, man. With great labor, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring out a scripture real quick, but somebody grab Exodus chapter 21, verse 5 for me, BaHaSham. This is Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 14. It says, "Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled?" You know?
Again, we got to go back to that roundtable discussion with Killer Mike,
T.I.,
another Washed-Up
Owens.
rapper
Yeah.
turned activist.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
T.I., he headed down the same path.
Didn't Killer Mike know the truth?
Huh?
Didn't Killer Mike know the truth?
Yeah,
at that point?
listen,
I heard.
I don't know about that, but sitting at the round table, man.
Oh, all right. Maybe I'm mixing up. Man.
Killer Mike.
He wanted to get carnal.
Nah. Killer Mike, he's powerful. Killer Mike. Yeah, Killer Mike has a hope for this place, man.
Right.
He's a proud American. He said, man. Wow. You know. Okay, you know, until he gets pulled over, and then it's a different story, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then he's a victim all of a sudden.
Okay, then all of a sudden he's a victim, man. When they beat you over the head with something, man.
Yeah.
You see?
Going to show that Israel is a homeborn slave, man.
Yeah.
And hey, if you're a homeborn slave, if you have a slave mentality and you don't have a kingdom minded mentality, then you're just gonna succumb to that chip. Can you bring that out for me, brother?
Yeah, if I got real quick, man, because he said he had hope in this place.
Right.
That goes back to what the scripture the brother brought out. Our eyes have failed us for that vain help.
Right.
Even look at Obama, his slogan was change.
Exactly.
You know, they was looking for a change in America. Did that shit ever come? Hell no. And now they looking for Trump to make America great again. Is that coming? Hell no. They just keep on looking, but nothing's gonna come to pass, man.
And the question is, when was America ever great, though? America was great when we was in hard bonded slavery.
Right, exactly. But the point I wanted to make too was Slocky that they were sitting at that round table, that conference that they had, and the scriptures say, "Why is he spoiled?"
Right.
They're trying to figure out why are they spoiled.
Right.
You know?
Why are we in the prediction that we're in?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because you cover it, but now if the spirit of Yahawah BaHaSham shine, man.
Right.
You know, you're still trying to figure out why you're spoiled, man. You know, okay? But you're still a homeborn slave, man. You don't even know it, man.
Yeah.
You know, you think you're free. You think we just gotta get ourselves together and quote unquote fix black people problems. You know, you people are in a revolving door that you can't get out of, man. That's all it is, man.
Yeah. You have a zeal, but not according to knowledge. Okay. Now bring that out real quick.
Exodus 21:5. And if thy servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free.
Hey, that's guys like Killer Mike, a homeborn American, you know, and that's our people who are spoiled, who are homeborn slaves. They're saying, I love my master, all right? I love my wife, I love my job, I love my house, I love my car. I don't want to leave this place, you know? That's the mentality of 2/3 of our people, okay? So you might as well just take the chip. Go ahead.
Then his master shall bring him unto the judges, he shall also bring him to the door or unto the doorpost.
Hey, can I say this real quick? Salaki. These people don't realize that it's about your nation. It's always about the nation. It's not about the individual. Today they're about the individual. If your people not living right, then you not living right. If your people not on one accord and y'all together, then you in hell. That's all I'm gonna say.
If I can add as well, you mentioned, how people say they love their life. Even Cameron had a song like that, man. You know, a woman was singing on the chorus, she said, I love my hood, I love my life.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell is you talking about, man? You love your goddamn hood, and you love your life. Then you got Lil Duval, he said, I'm living my best life. So what you think Yahawah thinks about that when he brought our asses here for slavery, man? And now here you just saying, I love my life. What the hell is you talking about, man?
I got something real quick.
The fuck is living your best life, man? Seriously, what is that shit, man? Niggas living in the hood talking about that shit. How the fuck? What about your life you living the best of? What?
This is
ignorance, man.
Hey, we ain't going back and forth with you niggas.
Word.
Hey, and you so-called Bible-thumping Christians, okay? When you try to come up in here and try to debunk this word, make sure that you have your Bible, man, okay? And not come out of your own vain heart, man, okay? Make sure you have your Bible, man, okay? All right? This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 12. Wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because you despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon.
I don't want to leave.
Hey, they wanted, hey, in Egypt, back in Egypt, they want the leeks, the cucumbers, okay, we got something far more greater that we are patiently waiting for, man. Wow. You can't see that, man. Okay, all right, you can't see that though, man. You instead of having a so-called filet mignon, man, you want chopped liver, man.
Hey, BaHaSham, read it again slow, please.
Yes. This is Isaiah. Yeah, the water. Yeah. This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 12. Wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word.
They despise the truth, knowing that who you are, your culture, your inheritance, the Lord's name, learning your true identity. All right, go ahead.
And trust in oppression.
And you trust in Esau, because Esau taught Killer Mike their history, and he taught Killer Mike that, look, you have rights, which you don't, because if you have rights, they don't honor your rights. Right. Even if you did, they don't honor it. So do you really have rights? Because he said that. So you really trust in oppression. We've been oppressed since we were slaves, and we're still slaves, and you're still oppressed.
And once you get in a situation to where pressure is being applied to you, for instance, if you get pulled up by the cops, and you feel like you've been wrongfully victimized, how are you going to argue with the power of authority? Look, I have my rights. And you sit there arguing. This is what you're trying to say, man. But the Lord is putting a spirit on. You don't understand that the Lord is using this man as a whooping stick unto our people, man, as a chastisement, man. You don't understand that.
To come back to him,
right?
He did it. The Most High put us in captivity because He loves us, man. That might sound crazy to the people in the world, but in our reality, the scriptures tell you He chastened the ones He loved. If the Lord didn't, He would have just cast us away and would have chosen some other nation. But the Lord put us in slavery to whoop our ass, and then when you on punishment, what happens if you start obeying what the rules are? He'll let you off for punishment, man. You start coming around, you say, hey Bob, I've been doing my homework, I got my grades together. You mind if I could go outside again? Yeah, you're doing good. All right, go ahead. But in our sense, the Lord is calling us back. He's done all this so that you could cry out and go, Father, help me. Right.
And the scriptures do say that we are prisoners of the Lord too. You know what I mean? Real quick, it's Hebrews 12 and 11. Now, no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby. And it says right here, train. So you're being trained by the afflictions and different things like that. So like you said, like the Most High put us in them situations, or somebody getting locked up, that could be a chastisement or a training a period for you to go through. But you're supposed to get some substance out of that situation. When the Most High put us through situations, He wants us to gain some substance out of it. But you got to dwell upon it in the spirit, you know, to be able to realize what the Most High is trying to get you to learn and recognize.
Hey, just to land back off you know, with dogs, you're really not supposed to hand hit dogs. You know, you don't whoop a dog like it's your child. You're not really supposed to do that, because a dog's language, he don't know why he's being hit. What you do is you show him his wrong, and then you scold him for it. Unless you caught the dog in the act, then the dog actually picks up, because dogs becomes what, your best friend.
Yeah.
So they starts to take upon your spirit anyway.
Yeah.
You come in the house and he done rip some shit up, he already knowing he did something wrong. But in most sense, in the broader perspective of a dog's language is by action, by movement, and you have to show him. And the same thing like damn, I was about to say shit. I lost my train of thought, man. Started off with the dog. Go ahead, man. I lost my train of thought.
Real quick, let me get back to this right here. It says
Salaki, it came back. Because here it is, when a person when a person gets in trouble, Jake, we always, you know, if you whoop your child, you telling them, you mother, you never did that. The child knows, like, he's getting his ass whooped for the shit he done that was wrong. But now this is abuse. If you just come in the house and just whoop their ass and don't tell them nothing. Right. Now he's sitting there messed up. Yeah. What is this? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. The Lord letting us know why he's doing what he's doing to us, or what he have done to us, you know?
Let me go back to this. Yeah, I said, because you despise this word, this is Isaiah 30:12, and trust in oppression and perverseness. And the perverseness is what Esau Edom has the filth that he has handed down, this wine, this filthy wine that he has given you, okay, to accept every vile thing that is given into this place, man. Right. And our people will wholeheartedly accept it, man. You know, and then what it is drawing you further away from Yahawah BaHaSham Yahawashi, your power, man. You know, okay, this homosexuality, okay, which is which the scriptures is against, okay, but you embrace it wholeheartedly, man. You know, and really, you're really the face of homosexuality, okay? Right. You Jakes are the face of it, man.
Hey, now, 2019, when they have so-called people that activists or dealing with political things, and they speaking of, the black person is speaking upon slavery and remembering what Esau did it to us, they also joined that with homosexuality. The homosexuality community have joined themselves next to black people, or even above black people in their slavery, so-called reparations.
See that?
You know, did you see TMZ interviewed Sinbad? Remember Sinbad?
Oh yeah.
And he brought that up. He brought that up, not in offense of truth. He brought it up because he had to say that because it sounds good. So he brought up homosexuality, saying, yeah, how can America be great? You know, we still hate each other. You know, look at the transsexuals, look at the homophobics. And he said, look at us, who's slavery. So I'm like, yo, you tying that in there? Like, why are you mentioning homosexuality? That's not what, that's nothing compared to what we went through.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Then,
right.
You know,
but
alphabet gang members themselves.
Yeah. And the whole thing was that when they got the liberation from was from the civil rights movement, man. So now they're still riding on the backs of our civil rights movement, man. They're still riding on the backs of that, man. You know.
That's wicked as hell.
And that's genocide. Straight up. At the end of the day, that's genocide. If a nation, more of the nation of people that goes homo, that's genocide. That depopulates that nation of people. That's why these fools don't understand that. It's just wrong. It's wrong to your nation. It's wrong to your people.
Yeah, Khan, it fits Esau's agenda of the Georgia Guidestones depopulation of the earth, man. Homosexuality, you know. But hey, going back into Esau, our people being a homeborn slave, all right. Just take the chip already.
Yeah.
Read that again.
Hey, real quick. Hey, this would be funny, right? It's like,
Oh, don't want the scripture.
no, but think about it, right? Now, just say for instance, more than half of the world went fucking homo, right? What would these faggots do when no more people is being born? What do you think that they would do? I'm pretty sure they'd be like, yeah, we gotta find some women to keep this shit going, right?
Yeah.
Fuck out of
Hey,
here.
yeah. Hey,
Turn
that,
to Esau science to get clones.
Hey, I think they had a show on that on Netflix a long time ago. And what it is, you know, once a nation, once you start seeing, like you said, if that ever happened, God, we know through the scriptures that ain't gonna go down. But if that did went down, then these people will be, we can't be no more of this. We can't be no more of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And they're trying to take away the masculinity of the society, man. This is why you have so many of these prominent people that's in the spotlight being accused of sexual harassment, man. You know, okay, and Esau Edom, man, you guys are throwing in the mix too, man. They got Charlie Rose now, man. You know, the news commentator, man.
Wow.
You know, he's one of the new guys now. Okay, now you're gonna have a plethora of women coming up against him saying that he did this and did that, man. You know, so now it's this whole touchy situation to where, you know, okay, now the women are offended, and you know, from years ago now it's coming out now to where, okay, whoa, no, we're in a new society now. Oh, that you did back then to me, I liked it back then, though, but now it's offensive.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Hey, you had guys coming out a couple of years ago saying that gay is the new black. Why not gay is the new white?
See that?
But see, Jake is crazy, man. That's
I remember
crazy.
they had the t-shirt.
Yeah, t-shirt, yeah.
Fuck out of here.
But really, when you have a flamboyant homosexual as an Edomite, he acts like a nigger woman.
Right. Oh, yeah.
That's
yeah.
a nigger woman right there.
Exactly. Whenever Esau, you got like you said,
That's a nigger woman.
Yeah, yo. You ever notice whenever you see a homo, training, right? And they so-called sashy and you know how they do,
Yeah.
who are they imitating? The black woman.
Yep.
And the black woman don't even know that. She likes that. You know what I'm saying? And then when you get one of them, you know, them alpha ABC, you know, this like this brother said, homos.
ABC gangsters.
Yeah, ABC gangsters, you know. They will outdo you. They will tell you that they're more of a woman than you, a real woman is, a biologically made woman, you know. And I seen brothers, they did shows on how the woman is entitled, the woman is the new man.
See that?
You know,
Yeah.
the new man,
Confusion.
and it's a gay woman, butcher, you know,
See that?
or you know that.
And they speaking of getting rid of masculinity, you got to do with Antonio Brown, man. You know, he's a football player. He's like one of the best wide receivers of all time, man. Yeah, he's done, man. And it is, he was with the Steelers, and you know he's a kind of rebellious Jake. You know, he's a regular Jake, man. You know, making noise. You know, wants his money, man. You know, so he got into it with the Steelers, all right. But the Steelers want to just shut up and be a slave and take what I give you, man. So you know he got traded to the Raiders. He got into it with them. He actually called one of the coaches a cracker, man. You know, so here it is, he being this rebellious Negro. You know these Edomites ain't having that, man. You remember Donald Sterling a while back? He was like, you know, I like Negroes, just don't bring them near me and shit, man. You see that, man? He said that to his mistress. So here it is, these owners are prideful, man. And the last thing they want to hear or see is a masculine so-called Negro, man. So now guess what? The Patriots released his ass, man. So that's a connection between the owners, man. All the owners probably say, you better get rid of that nigga on your team, man. He's making us look bad, man. So now he can't even find a fucking job because he's a so-called masculine Negro, man. Because he's being his regular self, man.
And that's the thing about Jake. And that's the thing about Jake. See, sports, entertainment, Hollywood, all of that industry shit is Esau shit. So you've been doing it for so long, rocking out, you know, generations of your people. Basically, you would say, damn, black people own that shit, but they don't. And now you think you run something. Then Esau let you know, I don't give a fuck how good you is. You don't run shit. We still run the show. It's like you made mention about Killer Mike and them. They had this Revoke Summit. Him and Candace Owen going at it about who made, when was America great, you know, or whatever. You know, you don't run shit. You know, Killer Mike, he said a few good things, but then here it is, he's for America, man. Because he been around those Edomites. He know a little bit of secular history, a little bit, but he don't know nothing about who he is, man. He don't know nothing about the Creator, man. And it's all about the Creator and His Son. Without the Creator and His Son, Yahawah and Yahawashi, there's no us. So with those two, hey, it's us, man. Because He chose us.
It says, Exodus 21:5, and if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free. Then his master shall bring him into the judges. He shall also bring him to the door or unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear, do with an awl, and he shall serve him forever.
Yep. And that all right, spiritually, fast forward to 2019, all right, is that RFID microchip, man. So hey, man, if you're a homegrown slave in America, if you know you trust in oppression, you believe in this place, then just take the chip, man. You know, you have that. You love this place. You don't want to leave. All right, you want to stay here forever. We'll take that spiritual all, which is the RFID microchip, and get destroyed. You know.
Anybody got anything else?
Yeah, I got some. Isaiah chapter 31, verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen. See, and the Lord don't deal with that, man. The Lord ain't dealing with numbers, man. You know, you want to get down with them just because it's a large number. You think you secure, you think you good, man. Hell no, you ain't good, man. Scripture say the battle comes from the Lord, man. The victory of the battle comes from BaHaSham, man. It says, because they are strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord, BaHaSham, man. So if you ain't seeking BaHaSham, you might as well go ahead and take the trip, man.
They're ashamed. And they think that the Lord doesn't matter right now, but when Jacob's trouble comes, the Lord is everything, because who they going to call? They're going to call on the Lord. And the Lord said in Proverbs, he said he's going to laugh at your calamity. You know? He's going to mock when your fear comes.
So, with that, hope the segment was edifying, just because Jake is done for out here, man. I mean, no matter how much you talk to niggas or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? We just really come to the point where you can see why, the Lord was just from the rip, he just set certain men apart to be wholly consecrated unto him, and he set the rest to be vanity and nothing but destruction, man. There's nothing you can do for him, so hey, just go on and take your chip and do your thing and live it up in his kingdom for however long this shit lasts, man. So we just hope the segment was edifying. We'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahawah, BaHaSham, Yahawashi, BaHaSham, Qadash.
Everyone is to the apostles and elders of GreatMillStone, and Shalom to Lek out there, doing his word of faith, labor love, true sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.
Take the chips so you can eat.
Yeah.